Packers injury report. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, doubtful vs. Rams. The Green Bay Packers are heading into Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Rams with several key players on the injury list. Among the most notable is wide receiver Christian Watson, who has been officially listed as doubtful after missing practice all week due to an ankle injury. Earlier in the week, head coach Matt LaFleur mentioned that the Packers had dodged a bullet with Watson's injury, which initially looked severe, but he will still likely be sidelined for at least this game. This update, though concerning, is somewhat reassuring, considering the injury initially appeared to be much worse and could have potentially ended Watson's season. However, Watson isn't the only receiver the Packers are uncertain about heading into the weekend. Romeo Doubs, another key target for quarterback Jordan Love, has missed the last 2 practices due to a personal matter and is also listed as doubtful for Sunday's game. If both Watson and Doubs are unable to play, Green Bay will be left with a limited receiving corps. The remaining active receivers on the 53-man roster will be Jayden Reed, Dontavion Wicks, Bo Melton, and Malik Heath. This leaves the Packers with a fairly inexperienced group, which could affect the team's passing attack. While they have practice squad players available for game day elevation, none of them have been used in a game so far this season, adding further uncertainty to their offense. On the defensive side, the Packers will be without defensive tackle Devonte Wyatt, who has been officially ruled out due to an ankle injury he sustained last week against the Vikings. Wyatt, who was spotted in a walking boot after the game, didn't participate in practice this week. His absence could affect the Packers' ability to stop the run, as Wyatt has been a crucial part of the defensive line. Additionally, the Packers have 7 players listed as questionable for the game, including some important contributors: tight end Luke Musgrave, left guard Elton Jenkins, and linebacker Edgerrin Cooper are all questionable, as are cornerbacks Jaire Alexander and Carrington Valentine. Alexander and Valentine missed last week's game due to injury, so their possible return would be a boost to the Packers' secondary. Offensive lineman Jordan Morgan and defensive tackle Jonathan Ford also find themselves on the questionable list, with Ford's return window from injured reserve recently opened up. For the Rams, 2 key players will be missing from the matchup. Star receiver Cooper Kupp has been ruled out with an ankle injury, as has defensive end Larrell Murchison, who is dealing with forearm and foot injuries. With Kupp and Puka Nacua both out and already on injured reserve, the Rams' receiving corps will be significantly depleted, which could impact their ability to move the ball through the air. Adding to their concerns, Los Angeles has 5 offensive linemen on injured reserve, which could put even more pressure on their offense to perform. As both teams prepare for this critical matchup, injuries will play a huge role in shaping the outcome, with the Packers' ability to overcome their offensive limitations and the Rams' depleted roster likely determining the course of the game.